Hey guys, welcome to week 261 of the Super Mario World RomHack Races. Today's level is J Score by Fire 150. It's rated 5 for execution and 7 for complexity. This is Fire's 12th level for the RomHack Races, and he has a few standalone and collab RomHacks under his belt, and also ported the music used in this level. It's always great to see levels for Fire in the races. Let's go ahead and get started. Three, two, one, go. Video games. Press buttons, good luck. J Score. Score allows jump. Jump erases score. Score is just not one of those things that's used very often in Super Mario World. There's a few things that give you score. Hitting a coin block will do it. Collecting a moving coin, silver or regular. Jumping on an enemy. Collecting a power-up. And probably one or two edge cases that I'm just not thinking of. Another important distinction I'm going to note is that the thing that I need to use score for is initiating a new jump off of the ground. So I can still do regrabs and get high bounces off of enemies without having to have any score. Oh yeah, slide killing enemies also gives score. And so does walking into a shell instead of throwing it. This was definitely not the right move though, because I still need to jump after I get off of that first great platform. So I'm trying to consider how I can take a shell with me. Throwing it doesn't work because I can't jump. I need to grab the shell, take it to the left side of the platform, drop it, and then bump it, and then jump on top of it. So bumping that shell one more time let me get over here, but now I'm stuck and can't get any further. I'm thinking I need to do kind of a weird shell jump here, and I do that by throwing the shell and just running off the platform. Now that's a trick that there's some precedent for, but my timing was just so weird on that. So we are getting the extra jump by collecting that mushroom, but I realized the moment I spin jump off of there that I'm probably going to need the jump that I get from that at the end of the section. Something that I keep in mind as I play Kaizo is that if something is possible for you to do, it's probably going to be required for you to do it, and I could tell it was definitely possible to keep that jump. I actually started to think that it might be possible to just slide through there, but you're not going to have the speed without being able to jump, and you're going to get ejected to the left whenever you stand up. Okay, I see what to do. So I had figured out what I needed to do pretty early on, but there were a couple places that I kept getting stuck. The first was the jump up past the piranha plant in the green pipe. I just kept jumping slightly too low and running into it. The other struggle was here on all these turn blocks that I'm spinning through. The first time I went through there, I just kind of yellowed it and it all worked out. But as I tried to play it more safely, I kept getting nailed by the hammer. So I had to spend my jump to go up and get hit by that piranha plant. In the door. And here's another example. Baby Yoshi eating an item will give you points. Now I was sort of focused on Yoshi just eating that shell to give me the points to be able to jump over the muncher. I didn't even realize until I already threw it that Baby Yoshi does not break those flying blocks. So something else is going to happen to the block. At this point I don't realize what's inside of it. Now I'm basically accidentally jumping on top of that shell, but that does give me an extra jump without needing to do anything else that gives me score. Which is really good because Baby Yoshi eating the final item to grow up into Adult Yoshi doesn't actually give any score. Now I'm not even thinking about it at this point, but I have a jump from landing on the shell, but I don't realize that I do. So I'm focused on trying to get up into the air. I know that I can just walk on top of the shell and it'll count as bouncing me off of it. So I also learned that dismounting Yoshi in the air requires points. I started holding down the jump button there to get a big bounce off the shell, and I jumped in the air. So I already had a jump I could use. That chuck perishing to the shell gives me some score so I can dismount Yoshi. I'm trying to think about what I can do here to save jumps and also carry the shell along with me. I remember the trick about dropping the shell and bumping it to get score, but that really just leaves me in the same place that I already was. Getting a drop kill on that yellow Koopa lets me take a look ahead. I can see that block over to the left. I think that there must be another way for me to get a Yoshi. Now, something else to note about that yellow Koopa that I drop killed. Yellow Koopas will turn any shell that they jump inside of into a disco shell, and they'll also jump over any items that are thrown at them. That gave me the height to get over top, and also the points from jumping off of him. By dismounting Yoshi as I'm still moving forward, that gives him enough momentum to land on those munchers. I hesitate just a little bit as I land on Yoshi, and that makes that piranha plant fall far enough down that I wouldn't be able to get to it. And somehow in all the excitement I managed to forget that collecting a stationary coin doesn't actually give you any score. I have all the pieces now, I just need to put it all together. When I hit that silver P-switch, the piranha plant turns into a silver moving coin. Collecting that does give me score, and that'll let me dismount Yoshi to get up in the pipe. Alright. I really just kind of surprised myself I was able to make it work on that attempt. My time for the level was 34 minutes and 7 seconds. That was good enough to give me 6th place. The way I look at it, if you're not number 1, you have to aim for number 6. After it was all said and done, there were a total of 14 racers who finished, including my good friend Dobbsworks, who finished just 3 seconds behind me, which was a really good showing. This level really reminded me of a couple things. The first is the gimmick where you have to collect coins and then you use those coins to buy jumps. And then the second was the only ever level that I've ever seen use score. It was a 2021 KLDC level called Biotoxin. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to keep putting out these videos showing my part of every week's RomHack race. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more here on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitch and TikTok. My links are down in the description.
It's over!